doing? How you doing?
All right.
Hey, this is the man here. Just won the overall in the men's heavyweight.
Super heavyweight.
Super. I'm glad you corrected me on that because you definitely look a little heavier than just heavy. So how does it feel? We're here at the Tampa Pros. I'm Kent with Wings and Strength, and we're standing here with
Adrian Kenrick.
And he just killed it on stage. It's funny. He was standing back here beside me and kind of just, getting the game plan on before it went on. And I was just watching him and looking at all the other guys and thinking, this guy's going to do real good because I'm sitting there watching all the other physiques. You kind of put it together, right?
Yeah.
You get together in your head and kind of get an idea who you think is going to be top 3. I'm looking at you going, yeah. And then when I seen you up there, I'm like, yeah. How'd it feel?
It feels good. I always want to do this show, and it was my opportunity, so I took the opportunity to do this show.
Okay, and so give me a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been bodybuilding?
I started bodybuilding in 2012, but I got pretty serious in 2017. I took a break after my mama got sick and died, and I came back and I got pretty serious in 2017.
So your focus was in the bodybuilding at that point?
Yeah, yeah.
That's good. How do you find when you got into bodybuilding? How did you find that you got into it? What was your thing?
I always followed the sport. I'm from Georgia, so I grew up in a city where it's not really that big. So when I moved to Florida, I met some guys at the gym. They were just telling me I had structure and stuff, and I was like, well, it's something I look into. But at the time, I was just starting my career and starting my family, and I just didn't have time. And when I got the opportunity, I did it.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm pretty decent. Yep. But I didn't have the mentality. I had to learn the mentality.
You had to learn the mentality. That's interesting. You find a lot of guys when they get into it, they kind of have that as a personality trait almost. I know with me, I got into this a while back too, and mine was it kept me out of trouble. That's why I got into it.
Yeah.
I would have been in trouble. I was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Just got in with you just got in with a crew of people, and if I didn't have a focus like that, for me, I would have been in trouble. I think at some point, right? And I find that sometimes people use that, and they come across it as a tool, and it's something that just keeps them straight. Gets that energy out, keeps them focused, gives them goals, right? So with yourself, you got into this 2013, you said?
I got in 2000. We'll say 2013. 2012, I didn't have a clue. I was just up there.
No idea.
2013, I got some guidance. My first coach was Ken Baker. He taught me a lot about posing. And right now, my coach is Kurt Waller, and he taught me a lot more.
That's good. That's good. So you've been with him for how long?
I've been with Kurt now. We hooked up last year, 5 weeks out from the Nationals.
Okay.
So this is my first full year with him.
Yep.
And we decided to do this show so he can get a good look at me, and we could game plan from here on out.
So you feel good about when you came in with your package you got right now?
Yeah, I felt good about it, but like I said before, we want to look at it up on the stage lighting. The stage lighting is the true lighting. Not in the gym. No. And so I the Tampa Pro right here. Let's get on. I'm in decent shape. Let's see how it look, and let's get better from that point on. Make the improvement from that point on.
Okay. So you were saying a little bit earlier, you're going to see where you're going to go now. So what are your thoughts?
4 weeks. I'm 4 weeks away from the North Americans.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason we did this show. We wanted to see where we was at, where we probably try to make some improvements at, where we need to get a little more condition at, and get some feedback and see what we need to do.
Okay. So you're gonna talk to your coach. You're kind of gonna go back, get a little bit of game plan.
Talk to the coach, figure out what we need to do.
That's smart, actually. You're talking to the judges. That's a good thing. A lot of people that just do their own thing, which is fine too. Sometimes you hit a miss, but you gotta talk to the judges, man.
We need to. That's the whole purpose of doing this show, was to get up on the lights, get a good look at it, look at the physique, analyze the physique, and be truthful with the physique, and say, hey, we need to get leaner right here.
Good for you.
That's what we did.
Good for you. Now, what would you say to someone coming into this sport? What would be a tip, trick, something you can look back and go, I wish I would have had somebody to do that?
Honestly, with me, it's a game of patience. This sport's a game of patience. You have to be. You can't rush your genetics. You just have to be patient. Yeah, you just have to be patient, and some people develop faster, some people don't. Some people get leaner faster, some people don't. Yeah. And you just got to work with what you got, but you got to just be consistent, just keep working.
There you go, and be real.
Yeah, and be real. Yeah, be real with yourself.
That's big, I find it. A lot of people that don't, when they look in the mirror, they don't see themselves the way they really are.
But we kind of, bodybuilding, we kind of perfectionists too.
It's hard.
We kind of our own worst critic. And you know, when I look in the mirror, we say, okay, we need to get better. We need to get bigger right here. We need to get better right here. We need to get more leaner right here. We need. And I never been the type. I never been too ashamed to. If somebody had something that I wanted, I would ask them how they got it. I ask them.
That's funny. Eh? When you go through the gym, I mean, I've heard this. Where you go through the gym and you look at somebody and they got something you want. You look at them and they say, you got a chest that just has that fullness all the way through from top to bottom and a nice cup. It's like, how'd you get that? And if you watch what they do, if you do that, the chances are you're going to get that same result. You believe that?
Sometimes, depending if the person genetically blessed.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, sometimes.
But if you see them putting in the work, and it looks like,
if you see them doing that, and you ask them, and they let you follow them around and watch what they do, that's how you learn. That's just, and this game, you're gonna always be learning. You know, if you open your mind up and always keep trying to learn, you'll keep getting better and keep getting better and keep getting better. You know?
You're young at this, aren't you?
Well, young at the sport, but I'm not young at it.
Nah, come on. How old are you?
37.
How much?
37.
Oh, you're young.
Yeah.
I wish. If I would trade $1 million to be 37 again and then go back and then do it the way you're telling me right now.
Well, also too, I work at the federal prison, so the muscles come in handy sometimes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
They come in
for sure. Well, listen, we're looking forward to it. So whatever you end up doing, you know, you go to the North Americans and you crush that, because I'm sure you got that mentality from what I'm seeing and hearing from you. You got all the right attitude when it comes down to the hard work you put in, the dedication, being focused, being real. Like, these are all kind of key things in my mind, right?
And just keep pushing. And just keep pushing. And go if some life happens. Some go wrong with North Americans. Hey, regroup, get back up and do it. Do it again. Just keep showing up. You know.
Well, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, you're very humble giant.
I appreciate it.
And you keep that, because that's going to be something that's going to guide you really well.
Okay, I appreciate it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with you next. I'm sure we're going to see you in some of these shows, because we're just about all of them.
Okay.
Tim Gardner's all over the place. You know, and Wings of Strength, of course, we're here as sponsors. Right? So I mean, we're just growing by leaps and bounds every year. So. You know, maybe it's going to run across one of these times, and I hope that I'm going to have that interview. It'll be like 4 years later, and I'll say, hey, you know what? When you won it, and you got your, you killed it, and you killed all these different shows that you did. And I see your build, and how you change, and how you design. I want to have that conversation with you again and see what's changed.
But can I give a couple thank yous?
Yeah, man, you sure can.
I just want to thank my family for being patient. Thank my co-workers, Blue Crew, for being patient. My coach Kurt Waller, my trainer Roosevelt Woodard, my friend Richard Bartley. That's who really taught me the mentality about bodybuilding. My friend Chris Freeman, my friend Larry, Gil, Sean, my friend Rock, and if I left your name, I'm a little hungry right now. But I just tell them thank you. I really appreciate them. I really appreciate my workout partner, EJ. He always with me, always in the trenches. So I just want to tell them thank you.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it.
All right, brother. You take care.
Okay.